Welcome, everyone. We are live. We are alive. Today, we are seeking our hidden treasure. What hidden treasure? You see, within each and every one of us, there are things that we are good at. There are things that we're good at. There are things that perhaps we didn't even know we were good at. How did they get there? Well, we learned certain things along the way as youngsters. We sure did. They appear to be natural attributes, things that you just, oh, look, I'm good at that. Do not take those things for granted. When you acknowledge what it is you are good at, there's a level of confidence that comes. And as I told you yesterday, sometimes those things that you are good at kind of sort of make other people uncomfortable. But that has nothing to do with you. Why not? Because each person is seeing the world through their own lens, through their own perspective. So if someone says to you nonsense like, oh my God, why do you think you're better than us? What must you remember? You must remember the law of correspondence. As within, so without. Or as the Bible tells you, from the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. I want you, if you are in a position to do so, put your hand on your heart and bring it right up and under your chin. And what happens? It comes out of your mouth. Do you think that's just something random we say? No. From the abundance of the heart, bring it all the way up under your chin and it comes out of your mouth. That is the natural trajectory. So when you hear nonsense, right? Trying to tear you down from what you know that you're good at, they tell you take it with a grain of salt. A grain of salt, just a little teeny tiny thing. What does that mean? Don't let it affect you then. But today, comprehend why it no longer affects you. It no longer affects you because the person who is standing before you or on the other line can only speak from where they are. And you'll know where they are based upon what they tell you. So then, if they're going to speak to you from where they are and they insult you, you see now how it has no effect on you? It has no effect on your hidden treasure because your hidden treasure is within you. That's why hidden is in quotations, because it's not hidden. It's just that you haven't seen it yet. And if you have seen it, in the past you've allowed someone to, sprinkle things on you that shouldn't be there. Because listen to ourselves as we speak. Oh, you're projecting that on me. Really? What does projection sound like? The law of gender. Oh, yes. We project from where? Within. So it is your job today, Mission Impossible, if you choose to accept it, to allow your hidden treasures, to rise to the surface so you can use them. Think about treasure. Look at how pirates would just seek it. Treasure, maps, people hunting for things. Why would someone look for treasure? Because it is valuable. Oh, yes, you have something valuable within you. You have something or some things that are valuable within you. So today, Allow them to come to the surface and use them for your betterment. Why else would someone seek a treasure? You don't seek a treasure like, Scrooge McDuck and everything is buried in there and he just rolls around in it. He uses it. You have to use your treasure. Use it. That's why I say it is irrelevant, someone's opinion of your treasure. And do you know why people are, quote unquote, jealous? Insecurity. Perhaps they don't even know they have their own treasure inside. And because you're busy living your best life or wanting to live your best life, they see it. And because they have their own frustration, the law of gender, they project outward. Well, today, your breastplate of righteousness, your breastplate? Why, yes. Your armor, righteousness, right thinking. Right thinking, which means you know you have treasure and you are pleased with your treasure and you use your treasure. You get your confidence because you know, not from the thing, but you get your confidence because you know. And you apply is what builds your confidence. And because you know that, it is right thinking. And you do it, you use it. Why a breastplate? Why armor? You know, the scripture tells you to put on the whole armor. Why? Because you're at war. Really? Yes. Where is it coming from? Thoughts, projections. The mind. If you look around, you'll notice. Everybody's trying to get your attention. They want your mind. But if you take the time to fully engage with your hidden treasure and use it, you will realize that you're not so easily infiltrated because your mind and your attention are otherwise occupied. They're not idle, they're busy. The party you're trying to reach is currently unavailable. That is what's happening. So you're not looking for treasure because it's something to do, because you're bored. You are seeking that treasure because it is there. And again, you don't have to have this treasure map to go find it. The minute you get real quiet and you sit or you lay down, well, I prefer reclining, less chance of falling asleep. But if you do that, those beautiful things hidden, again, quotations, hidden, will show themselves to you. And when you see them, there's this, oh, really? That's mine. Oh, wow, this is lovely. You become excited. I want you to ponder that for a moment. Ponder how it feels when you think you don't have value. Well, that feels kind of crummy, doesn't it? But when you recognize that you do have value, well then, what does that feel like? It feels absolutely amazing. You're like, oh, I have value. I have value. So that's why if you perhaps have a little bit of a low day, your low day cannot overtake you, cannot throw you into the abyss or throw you into the bushes. Wink, wink. It won't do that. Do you know why it won't do that? Because you know something. You know that you have value. And when you know that you have value, you walk upright. You speak with boldness. You look around. You are sure of yourself because you know you have value. You don't have to pretend. It is there. There is value. Oh, you don't believe me? Mm. Go through your memories like you're so prone to do and look at all the times you did something and you're like, oh, I didn't know I could do that. I didn't know I had it in me. Your value is always in your face. It is always in your face. And because you've been looking at it for so long, it now appears to be hidden. So today, see it for what it is. Oh, but what if that's not good enough for the rest of the world? Oh, so now we're going to allow the rest of the world to dictate your value, are we? Where's the treasure? In you. So if the treasure is in you, most people don't see the treasure in you. Why? Because they're looking through the lens of their own life. So if you wait for the validation to come from the outside to tell you that your treasure is of value, you'll always be wanting. They cannot tell you your value. You have to recognize your own value. Oh, but it's not as good as that person's. Wait, what? Listen, even identical twins have their own individual things that they bring to the table. What table? Of their lives, their own existence. Each and every one of us has our own treasure. So instead of allowing the projections of someone else to dictate, we don't like dictators, do we? No, because we're sovereign. So your hidden treasure is for you. And the pleasure that you take in your hidden treasure, you project it outward. And when you project it outward because you're so busy fascinated with it and loving it, oh, you'll know a man by his habits. Then that's when others begin to see it. And what they see, you don't know how they perceive it unless they speak to you about it. And when they speak to you about it, about what they've perceived, you have two choices. Confirm or accept your own. The buck stops with you. Your treasure is absolutely beautiful. The word treasure denotes that it is beautiful. Your treasure is beautiful and worthwhile and worthy. Not because I say so, but because it is. Look at how it makes you feel when you do what you love, when you do what you're good at. See that sensation you get in your body? If you missed last night, well, you see the sensation you feel in your body when you acknowledge, oh my God, I'm good at that. Yay. That sensation is part of your self-concept. And your self-concept is where you live, your state. And when you live from there, that is how you will experience the world, your lens that you look at the world through. So today, embrace your hidden treasure. If you know you have a lovely smile, for God's sake, smile as often as you can. It's your smile. And when you smile and you know, oh, this smile is popping. When you know that, you walk You talk and you move in a much, much more authentic way because it is you. You don't have to pretend. You are real. You are sincere. The same all the way through. Sincere. So if you know you have nice eyes, keep them open and look at as much things as you possibly can. And revel in the fact that, oh, I see you. If you know, we used to go to church with this one young lady, she sang all the time. Listen, if you're having a conversation with her, a song will just come out that matches the conversation. No, it wasn't me. It was Ricky. Mind you, she sang like an angel. She sang all the time. All the time. Whether or not it grated on the congregation was irrelevant. She sang all the time. Why? Because she was good. She was real good. She still is. She's phenomenal. So it is irrelevant what somebody else thinks about your treasure. Your treasure has the ability to lift you up. You raise me up. This is the point I'm making to you today. This is the purpose of your treasure. Because God knows that what we experience as we go through the day, oh Lord, I feel a little down today. Well, then remember your treasure. Remember it and interact with it. Use it. So if you write well, if you're a great storyteller, well, then tell stories. If you're a poet and you know it, say it. Say something. Write a sonnet. But for the love of God, interact with the thing, the behavior, the treasure that is within you. If you're great at marketing, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, you have the ability to see. You're like, oh, this would do really great here. And you do it. Now, if you're an interior designer, same thing. Put things together. Take photos of the things that you put together. Because when you look at them, they do something to you. When that idea formulates in your mind, it does something to you because there is only the self. There is only the self. One consciousness. So today, don't waste time thinking, oh, is it going to be accepted? Do you accept your treasure? If you do, then it is accepted. It is going to be accepted because you accept it. But if you reject what you are, how can it be accepted when the self rejects it? You see, your treasure gives you boldness. Oh, the audacity. Yes, your treasure gives you boldness. You ever seen a dancer, a natural born dancer? They just move with that rhythm, lean with it, rock with it, right? That's what they do. They dance all the time. They're moving to, and sometimes there's no music that you can hear. That's why we say things like, I dance to the beat of my own drum. Well, who else is going to dance to the beat of your drum? You. That's why, if you're busy dancing to the beat of your drum and I come along and I say, you really have no rhythm, how can I say that? I'm not hearing your drum. I cannot insult it. So stop letting people do that to you and take pleasure in your hidden treasure and do it. Do it. Oh, but what if What if somebody has the same hidden treasure as me and I'm better at it than them and I'm offensive? Mm. Who took the offense? Did you take the offense? No, you didn't take offense. You didn't give it either. Offense is the perception of the other person. But if we live from there, oh, I must not cause offense, well, then the only person whose fire is being smothered is your own. So please, take pleasure in your hidden treasure and project it out into the world like a Care Bear. Indeed. Why? You see, your treasure is beautiful. And the more beauty projected into the world, oh, what happens? You know when they tell you misery loves company? Well, it's projected, right? And then other miserable people come along and they partake in it, and it spreads like a bad rash. But the same happens if you project beauty outward. Oh, beauty also loves company. And it too will spread, not like a bad rash, but a good rash. It's just a matter of perception. Is it good or is it bad? Well, that depends. Your treasure is beautiful and it makes you feel good. It does something beautiful to you, as within, so without. And because it does something beautiful to you, that seed of beauty can only bring forth fruit of beauty. So you see, your hidden treasure is not just something to say. What are we wanting right now? Let's give them something to talk about. Really? Well, make it a good thing that they talk about. They're going to talk about you anyway. So you might as well do what you love. Oh, that's a popular saying too. Let's take a brief moment to welcome everybody into the space today. Lilith, I see you. Meep, I see you. Oh, Bimo Flocka, I see you. Welcome. It's great to see you here in Twitter. It's very good to see you. Fan base, I see you all. Zola, Yolanda, Matthias, Miss McQueen, DeRosco, KZ, Summer Rose, Malik, Triple S, and Slim the Dread. I see you. I haven't said your name before, darling. Let's see, who's here? Facebook, I think Indy's here. YouTube, hey Sherelle. The Better Man, Shea Butter. Cyber, I'm going to read your comment in a minute, Cyber. Oh, Ms. M. Sonia. David. Anot. I see you. I see you. Ties Tidbits. And for the others who've not made themselves known in the chat, I see you. And for the replay gang, hey, hey, hey. Cyber. Cyber says use or be used. Well, this is true, you know. This is true. You see, there's something about your hidden treasure. When you use it, right? When you use it, you are the one bringing the good into the world. But you see, the thing is, you can't help yourself but do it. Even though you try to suppress it, you still will end up doing the thing you love. Oh, yeah. And you see, if you do the thing you love, and you're really good at it, right? But you grudgingly do it. Somebody else comes along and draws it out of you. Because you can't help but do it anyway. So they harness you. Because the thing must be done. So it's either you will do it with joy and excitement, or if you do it grudgingly, somebody else will come along and use it for you. That is the design. because the thing is always going to be done. I remember I read something, oh, I forget who it was that said it. I want to say Osho said it about gifts and talents. If you use it, people will just siphon all your energy off of you. Something along those lines. I'm paraphrasing. And I thought to myself, but why? Do what you love. You get the energy from it. You do what you love and get the energy that it gives. That's the whole point. You cannot deny it. Something happens to you when you do what you love. Your hidden treasure. Something happens to you. What else did you say, Cyber? By the power of imagination, all men, certainly imaginative men, are forever casting forth enchantments, and all men, especially unimaginative men, are continually passing under their power. Neville Goddard. Listen to it. By the power of imagination, all men, certainly imaginative men, are forever casting forth enchantments, and all men, especially unimaginative men, are continually passing under their power. You see, the man or woman who knows how to use their imagination, their hidden treasure, they're the ones in control. They know how to use it. So then it stands to reason that you must use your hidden treasure. And if you think that it is insignificant, that is because somebody lied to you and said, oh. So if today you struggle with using your talent because you think it is somehow unworthy, go back into the recess of your mind and understand why you do that. Why you hide it under a bushel instead of putting it on a hill to illuminate the rest of the world. And I bet you anything, you will hear that voice from that person in the back of your mind belittling what you have. And when you hear them belittle it, you will remember, oh wait, that's the law of correspondence. Oh, that's the law of gender. As within them, so must they bring forth. They're projecting that on me, so it isn't true. They can only project what they perceive, thereby freeing yourself from bondage so that you can freely use your talent. But do you know what we do instead when we hear that voice that belittles our talent? We cry because we think it is true. And the only reason why we cry because we think it is true is because we've forgotten the law. You see, the law puts things in perspective. That's what my grandfather taught me. Everybody has a mouth. They can say whatever they want. And I would always say, but that hurt my feelings, Granddaddy. And he would say, out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. And I didn't even know that was law. All he was doing was quoting scripture. Anybody can say what they want because it's inside of them. And because that's why you will hear the phrase, I will speak my truth. What makes it their truth? Their perception. Their truth could be your lie. Ah, this is why live by way of truth, the law. The law says what? As within, so without. As within, so without. That is law. That's not a truth. It is the truth. Why? Why? As I say in Jamaica, you bad mind. Bad mind. You think ill thoughts towards people and yourself. So what's going to come out of your mouth? You ever met one of those people? And all they have to tell you is, I don't like her. I don't like him. That's what they tell you. That's their truth. But it is law. As within them, so must they behave, which is the truth. So you do not allow somebody to come along, as I said, and sprinkle, sprinkle their stuff onto you. Because then it has the potential, if you allow it, to smother your greatness. It just does. Forget about the fact that your greatness brings more beauty and light into the world. Forget about that for a moment. And understand why you must do it. Because it is passing through you from a cellular level. It does something to you. See it for what it is. All of those atoms that we have within ourselves, when they become excited with good things, they emit more light. That's science. Science is a reflection of law. Right? This talent, this thing that you have within you, makes you feel, it makes you feel good. It brings peace to you every time you interact with it. It puts a pep in your step. Now, if it made you feel that good, imagine the ripple effect that it has in the rest of the world. So, do you, boo-boo, do you. I hear that all the time. Preach says it all the time. But that's my point to you today. Your hidden treasure is glorious. Ah, the angels sing. Because allegedly that's what happens. I can say nothing, I don't know. That's speculation. But I'm telling you, the cells in your body, oh, they vibrate with the beauty that your talent is. And if you would harness the power of your talent, how do you harness it? See how good it makes you feel, right? And then you behave that way, you've just harnessed. You don't just harness horses. Why do you harness them? To get them to go in a particular direction at the same time. Oh, so harnessing your talent points you in a particular direction. What direction is that? The one you choose. So today, allow your hidden talent to emerge. Stop. You know, Esther Hicks says, a cork, you can't hold it under the water because as soon as you let it go, it pops up. Yes, that's your hidden talent. You can't hold it down. It has to rise. That is its nature, to come forth. Like Lazarus. You might think that hidden talent is dead and buried, but no. The minute you start to use it and call its name, you infuse life within it again, and it comes forth for you. That's the point. So today, resurrect your life, will you? Resurrect your life. Go out and do what it is that you love. And you'll notice the thing that you love is not destructive to anybody, including yourself. Let me just put that in there for you. That is the beauty of what you have. That's the beauty of what you have. So use it. Use it. That is your encouragement today. Your hidden treasure. Oh, you mean I have treasure? Uh-huh, you sure do. You ever watch somebody who's fantastic at what they do and you watch them doing it and it begins to stir you up, and we want to call it magic. No, it is law. It has an effect on you. Causation. Good, bad, or indifferent, it has an effect. So that's why when you do what it is that you love to do, just just do it. Sounds familiar. Swoosh. Just do it. Right? That's what I'll tell you today. Simply because when you don't do it, I want you to think about this for a minute. When you do it, it gives you life, yes? And when you don't do it, it sucks the life from you. You must do it and infuse yourself with life. Oh, but Angela, what if they steal my ideas? Do it. You see, the thing with the theft of the idea is this: they limit themselves. You, on the other hand, who can create consciously, is limitless. So who's coming out on top here? The thief or the creator? You can't steal more than the creator can make. Who's the creator in your talent? You are. So keep doing it, keep using it. It won't stay hidden because it cannot. Isn't there a saying about that? There's certain things that, the truth and pregnancy don't stay hidden, you know? But I just wanted to encourage you with that today. You know where to find me. You know where to find me. Click the link in the description or in my bio. And in that link tree, you can email me. You can follow me on social media. You can slide into my DMs, right? You can slide into my DMs. Let me know what's going on. If you have a question, ask. If you have a comment, share. You know what I mean? Because I understand. I understand. Sometimes we don't feel like getting out of bed. But I bet you, think about the thing you're good at, and you'll be inspired to get out of bed. You'll be inspired to do something with that gift of yours. But what if nobody recognizes it? Do you? Who's more important here? The self. That's it. Countdown initiated. You know where to find me on YouTube to get the last remnants of gravy from the bowl. Twitter, I see you. Oh, hello. I see you. Julie, Jeff, Bimo, Flocka, Meep, and Lilith. Thank you all for being here and spending time, Don Tizzle, and spending time with me here on Twitter. It is appreciated, and I trust you found value today. And if you did, go out and do that thing that you are phenomenal at and watch it transform your very existence. You see, what happens to us is sometimes when we think that, oh, what I have isn't good enough, when we do that, how can your life progress when you're holding it back? Don't do that anymore. What if nobody's buying my music? Do you have it for sale? Oh, do you have it for sale? If you have it for sale, then it'll get bought. it will be purchased. You know why? Because you can't keep a good man down. That's why. Get out there and do it. Do it. Start using your own music in your shorts and your reels that you create. And let me tell you something. I'll wait for you to call me and tell me, oh my God, it's gone viral. I'll wait for that. You're a poet? Put your words out there. Shoot, collaborate with somebody you know. Oh, they've got the music and you've got the words. Oh, build the real, collaborate, and give credit always. Yes? Grow together. So you see, use your talents. Use your talents. Notice I said talents because you have more than one. You do. Anyway, I love you, Twitter. I love you. I'll see you soon. Twitter is closed. Fanbase. Slim, I see you. Malik, Summer Rose, KZ, Miss McQueen, Matthias. Yolanda, I've missed you, darling. Zola, thank you all for being here. And the love and sharing your time. And I trust you found benefit in it and you will apply it. I love you, fan base. I'll see you soon. Fan base is closed. Oh, snap. There's 90 members in the camp of Laws of Creation on fan base. That is awesome. That is awesome. Now let's pop in here. Ah, Sherelle. Beauty Queen Onika. Hey, hey, hey. I see you. Let's get in here and see what's going on in the chat. Because in that way I can drop hearts in the chat and I can, confetti. So I trust today that these things made sense. Zola, darling, I see you. I trust these things made sense to you today. And yes, the better man. Correspondence all day long. It is. It is a beautiful thing. So, whether or not you think what you have is somehow insignificant, again, go back into the recesses of your mind, and I promise you, you will see the projection that put it there. And when you see the projection that put the doubt there, or the insecurity there, you will relinquish it. You will let it go. Let it go. Let it go. You'll let it go. Why will you let it go? Because you will see that it did not come from you. That's what you'll notice. You see, we have the power to free ourselves. And so many of us have heard such unsavory things. But today, recognize that those unsavory things did not come from you, they were projected into you. And when you recognize that they were projected, you'll know, oh snap, oh, that's not mine. Yay, I'm free, free at last, free at last. Thank God Almighty, I'm free at last. Why do you think that is relevant? Freedom. Why is it relevant? Because when you are free, life happens there. But you see, we walk around in bondage from the projections of other people. But you know what sets you free? The simple recognition, oh, I see what I did there. The simple recognition that your chains were not put there by you. And when you see that they weren't put there by you, you unlock them and free yourself. Ah, yes. Your natural state of being is freedom. Not a skewed perception of freedom, but freedom itself. The freedom to express the beauty that is within you by way of your talents. I wonder, will you walk in it? You remember that show with Delores? When you walk down the road, heavy burden and heavy load. Yeah? Touched by an angel. One of my favorite shows. I will rise and I will walk with you. I'll walk with you till the sun don't even shine. Oh, I better not sing that song anymore. Copyright. You just get so fired up when you do what it is that you love. Do it. Do it. You've got everything to gain. But you see, we have allowed a particular perception to tell us that if there's no money in it, then there's no purpose. That's what we have allowed ourselves to believe. That if there is no money to be made, well, then that thing is useless. Is that true? That if there's no money to be made, it's not of value? Was money here first? Or was the talent there first? Money is a resource. It's a resource. It's a thing that you can use. But you see, your talent is what you create with. You create with your talent. So free yourselves today. Free yourselves. Use your talent. But I don't know where it is, Angela. I don't know. Well, you want to find it? As you're falling asleep at night. You see, your subconscious mind loves to find things. Oh, it's so good at that. So as you're falling asleep, you simply say, you know what? I have hidden talents. Show me what they are. Find them. And just like in The Princess Bride, you will hear, as you wish. And you'll get up in the morning. Something will be different. You'll go, I've never seen this before. I didn't know I was good at this. Oh, if you don't know, now you know. So you see, your success is guaranteed. Why is it guaranteed? Because if you ask your subconscious mind to find your hidden talent or your hidden treasure, it will find it for you. The same way you say, what's the name of that song again? It's on the tip of my tongue. I can't remember. And then all of a sudden, voila, there it is. Then do it with your talent. I have a talent. I don't know what it is. Show it to me. Who are you asking to show it to you? Your subconscious mind. You. That's what you're doing. Y'all got me sweating. Whew. I'm fired up again today. But that's what I want to leave you with. Your hidden treasure is absolutely beautiful. Use it and allow it to fire you up. Allow it to ignite within you. Let it burn. Yes, that's what you do with your talent. That's what you do with them, right? All right, so Zola, Sherelle, Beauty Queen, and Anika, the better ma'am, Tiny's Tidbits, Shea Butter, Cyber, Ms. M, Asonia, David, Ainut. Thank you all for being here today. Yes, thank you all for being here today and for sharing your time, your energy, your attention. Thank you for that. And remember how we can help this channel to grow, how we can help to what? Create the effect of having the law encountered by more ears and hearts. Like, share this video, comment after the live stream is done if you feel so inclined. Subscribe to the channel. Why? The algorithm. When you interact with this, you are telling people, the algorithm, what you like to see, what you like to hear and listen to. Sounds like law to me. And so then it gets suggested to other people who are searching for it. This is how we can help each other to grow. I do appreciate you. Thank you for being here today. Much, much, much love to you all.